sucker here. But it's going to be for a short and all.
Okay, then I'll catch you on the internet or somewhere there, right?
He's doing good and all. Anyways, I'm going to get back to listen to some shortwave radio. Y'all be good out here, and I'll keep in touch with you there, 21.
Okay, well, give us a shout there on the internet there. All right, I'm back out. There's somebody in there. Not Ranger, what you doing over there? Yeah, this old radio here, I think I found out what it is now. It's a channel selector on it, needs to be cleaned a little bit, but I got you.
10-4, old Pierce Simpson there.
Yeah, you was looking at it?
Yeah, 10-4. You got a 10-2 Phantom in line.
Well, the mic bit the dust again. I had to work on it earlier, so I'm going to have to use this one here. I know it doesn't sound as good. Where'd you go, 92? Oh, can't hear me. I know I'm getting out. Hello, audio.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, 10-4. It's not as good. I think the battery's real weak in it. The other mic, the back of the switch, there's a plastic partition inside the mic, and it broke, and it broke again, I guess. I jammed some styrofoam behind it, but it didn't hold up.
Yeah, 10-4, it does. It sounds real stockish, no power, kind of fade. It sounds real stocky.
Stocky, 10-4. Well, it's supposed to be a power mic, but it ain't got too much power there, right?
Yeah, it's not it's not doing a whole lot of power there for you. It's good to clean them cobwebs out of them old radios. Sometimes you fire them up, I bet that, you get that aroma going.
Am I on the channel or not?
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, 10-4. It's something to do with the channel selector.
10-4.
Yeah, something, I just tried it tonight. I had never talked on it before. I got it a couple of weeks ago and hadn't had time to mess with it.
10-4.
Yeah, the mic on this mic is something wrong with it, too. You still there?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay. How about that Night Ranger?
Yeah, I'm here. If you got a Midland, radio or a Craco from the same vintage that's got that same 4-pin mic, it'll probably work on that because a lot of those radios in the same area, the Midlands and the Cracos, most of those are made by Cybernet as well. So if you got any of those mics should work on it.
All right, let me try that.
As long as it's got that same meter in there, but the Craco, the deluxe, the super deluxe, has got that big round meter, but that should work. Got a carrier but no audio. carrier.
Hello, I'm trying to get out. Come in.
Yeah, that's working.
Yeah, that's that bass mic. There's something wrong with it there. I don't know. Wire's not touching it. Wire's touching or something inside. Everything I got. So I tried the Craco mic. It would just key the radio, and I tried a mic that worked on the DAC. It would key it, but it wouldn't do anything.
Don't you have like a Midland, you know, a 13882 or a 77882 or something like that?
I didn't hear you. It wasn't on key.
Don't you have like a, didn't you have like a Midland 13882 or 77882, little black and silver faced Midland Mobile from about the same vintage?
Yeah, somewhere, but I don't know where it is right now.
That should be the same mic.
10-4.
Plastic case will look different, but the pinout should be the same.
Roger.
Got any Craco? Well, Craco Mobile should work. The Super Deluxe, with any of the KCB 2310A, 2320, 2330, any of those series, and probably the 4010, 4020, 4030, they'd probably work on it.
I tried the Craco, the only one that I had real close to me. The other ones are in the house there, so that's all I could do.
Well, that'll work. You just kind of, you know, pinched and trebly sounding.
Right, yeah, and it don't want to unkey sometimes. The cord is coming out of the mic plug. Whoever did it did a crappy job on it, and so I got to redo that.
Okay.
I had to take 3 of these mics to get one that would even work. First one I bought wouldn't do anything, wouldn't work at all. And I think this is the worst, one of the worst, not the worst, but the other one is the worst. It's a non-amplified Super Mod 2, but this is an amplified Super Mod 2. Now it's got the 4-pin on it. I didn't put this plug on this mic. I wired up the 3-pin for the Pierce Simpson Simba and Bearcat.
You got a JC Penny Mobile sitting around with that same meter in it? It'd probably work.
I don't have any anymore. I used to. I don't have any anymore. I'll just have to suffer with it for tonight.
Okay.
I'm all worn out on radios and stuff for today.
All right, it's time for Old Radio Night. Go ahead and do your announcement and whatnot.
Okay, all right. This old radio night, we're getting started a little bit early just to try to get in there and find out some problems which you didn't ever get taken care of. So, but it's 11/7/2020, and you want to go ahead and go first there, Night Ranger?
Okay, this is Night Ranger talking on a 1990s, probably 1994, 1995 HF radio, actually. Hard to believe this radio is that old, but it is. This was a big contest radio back in the day. It's a Kenwood TS-850sat, general code HF radio with a matching speaker and a Shure 444D desk mic. And that's going into my homemade wire J pole about 90 feet in the air.
Roger, sounding real good.
It's an excellent sideband radio. It's just kind of fair on AM, but not on the sideband. This is the bomb.
Roger. I don't know if Crazy Man's going to be out there tonight or not.
Let's see if I can call him out with a squeaker.
If that don't work, nothing will. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm talking on now. It's a Pierce Simpson Tiger 40A, 40 channel mobile with a Pierce Simpson base supply that was working, but it needs something in it like filter capacitor, so I'm running off another power supply. And I'm using a reverse preamp tonight. I've used it before. It's a Phantom reverse preamp. And I'm using the Dirty Night Ranger antenna. It's a combination dirty diaper antenna with a Night Ranger top section there. And my shockwave or something has got a little problem with it to where it acts like a dirty contact. It'll receive good, and in a second or so it'll drop out and then come back. I don't know. So I got tired of that, and I switched to the Dirty Night Ranger antenna.
Yeah, mine, the bottom section of mine, of course you already know this, but for viewers, the bottom section of mine got busted by the wind. It was up at the top of about an 85-foot tall pine tree for several years, and then the March winds kicked in and broke it right where the middle section screwed into the bottom section. So Dirty Diaper said one day he had like two pieces of a IMAX, but not the top piece. No, I gave you the top and the bottom piece. And that's what I did. You had to like the rest. I gave you the top and the bottom, and then you had to like dig the screw out from the little screw hole. That's what it was.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, because you said, well, I can get it out. So I said, all right, I'll bring you the bottom and the top. But the middle section where the screw had broken off the base, and it was still stuck in the bottom section. And then I bought another IMAX, and it lasted a year and a half, and a bolt of lightning hit it and exploded like a stick of dynamite.
Wow. Yeah, I go out there at night and I have to rub my eyes a couple of times. There's like a halo around the top of that antenna, you know. Night Ranger had it.
Yeah. That's the one I was using on some of my videos from like 2003 and 4. That's what the one antenna I was talking on when I was talking to Panama Red and Crazy Cooter and those guys. That's what I was using on those recordings on my webpage.
Yeah, 10-4. I don't want you to miss this now. It's I think it's right now, maybe it's on Channel 5. Got Gail King and that old mean-looking woman as the anchor. They're going to do some acceptance speeches there. They're all excited.
It'll be funny if they go back through and do the recounts with the Republican observers. They're going different numbers, and they turn around and lose.
10-4, boy, there'll be some problems then.
Yeah, they got a couple of lawsuits. One, I think it was Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. Maybe Pennsylvania. They wouldn't let the Republicans observe the count. And there was maybe another state did the same thing. And then they had with the Sharpie lawsuit down in Arizona, because the poll workers were handing out Sharpie pens and telling people to use the Sharpie pens, and when they used the Sharpie pens to fill out their ballot, it bled through and the machine couldn't read it, so they were discarding those ballots. And so there's like 2 lawsuits over that, and whatnot. And Pennsylvania has some law that says they can't count any votes that arrive after 8 p.m. on election day, and they apparently were. So there's another lawsuit about that.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't understand all of this. I mean, they've had many, many years to get this foolproof, you know. It's like the IRS. They've got it nailed down. I mean, they know every loophole, everything you can do and say and everything else. So I don't understand why that they, whoever wins, that they couldn't get it right the first time.
Well, one, you got somebody in there trying to change things, and then you always got some idiot that wants to change something just because he's new, you know. Some people have enough sense to follow the old, if it ain't broke, don't fix it rule.
10-4.
Oh, and then some software in Michigan supposedly switched several thousand votes for Trump over to Biden. And they've admitted there was some software glitch, so it'll be hammered out in the courts. It looks like things are warming up here. Let me back mine down. Here you go. Anyway, whether it actually won or not will be hammered out in the courts.
Roger. How about that 92? You still out there? Oh, he gone.
have to call up the crazy man and see where he is.
Well, his phone's shut down right now, so he's out of luck.
My cell phone's been flaky. It's been what they call ghost tapping. I start hearing a little vibrator. I look in there and it's like somebody sitting there tapping on the screen, you know, but it's just a bunch of random nothing. They claim some of them do that when the battery's, you know, getting where it needs to be replaced, but you know, my phone's been flaky lately.
Right. Yeah, they got a big thing going on there. I think he's coming into Delaware, to Wilmington, Delaware there. They got a big, giant parade coming down with all kind of lights and everybody out there, you know, waiting there, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if something found him.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, the FBI's got that laptop with all those Hunter Biden emails. I mean, that right there, that, you know, if the FBI can verify those emails, which shouldn't be hard, you just contact people on emails and they can verify that the emails are real, that guy needs to go to jail.
10-4. Well, I told you what I was talking on. Yeah, I didn't say what kind of mic. Maybe I told you it's Super Mod 2 mic. That Superstar mic they had on there, it used it about twice, and the back of the switch inside has a little plastic partition. It broke backwards, so I jammed some styrofoam down in there, but it wasn't hard enough to hold it. So it'd be a simple fix to fix that, but I don't have time to mess with it.
It's pretty quiet.
This one here is?
Oh yeah, it's definitely quiet. It doesn't have a lot of audio.
Probably the battery, and probably the battery needs replacing. I checked it a little bit, tongue checked it, and it seemed to have a little bit of spark in it.
Not much power in that power mic.
I know it, isn't that something?
Yep.
Stupidest power mic you ever seen. You can't turn it up or anything.
Where's White Dog?
Oh, I hear you.
Hey, White Dog. I hear you. No White Dog. No Crazy Man. That's unusual for Crazy Man not to be in here.
I know it. Yeah, I still got a problem with the air conditioning unit at the house. One of them downstairs. Years ago, the board went out. They got a bad design on the board. They got it jammed right down on the bottom where the pan backs up. It goes in that board, you know. So that's what happened last time. The thing turned slime green. And so I went and ordered one off the internet, replaced it last year, and it worked fine. And all of a sudden, I noticed this year that the fan was continuously running in the house. You know, the air handling unit. And it was under the house, you know, but it was, you know, I could hear the return and the vents blowing, you know. Go outside, the outside unit's not running. The only way to stop it is to cut the breaker off. You can pull the thermostat off the wall with the connections there and it still won't shut it off. So I said, well, it's got to be the board. So I called around, I found one. Last one I bought was $45-something off of eBay. I had to pay $165 for this one. I put it on, it's still doing the same thing. So tomorrow I'm going to switch thermostats from one upstairs to one downstairs and see if that'll do it there. I don't know.
Hopefully you'll get it resolved.
Yeah, I had to do something, man. My mother-in-law's here from up in New York State there, from Syracuse, and you know, she's 90 years old, so I had to get air conditioning going, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger.
Alright.
Yeah, and I was backing up, wasn't watching what I was doing. He has a fire pit there with blocks, you know. I backed into that thing and fell into it, and it's not hurting right now. I put some pain medication on that spot on my butt. It went right on in, you know, and hit the bone, and so it's doing better now. But that thing had me there for a while.
You got a blue button tomorrow.
Yeah, 10-4. I won't be able to see it, but that'll be all right.
But you feel it when you sit down.
Oh yeah, that's the bad thing. I can lay on my stomach, and it's right where I have to wear my wallet too. You know, that's a bad thing. So now I'm putting the wallet in the center console when I'm driving. I don't like sitting on the wallet anyway. I used to it paralyzed my leg. You know.
Yeah, I gotta run downstairs for a minute. I'll be right back.
10 Roger. Where'd you go? Break. Damn it, boy. Hello. I'm gonna work on my mic real quick.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm working on this hand mic, trying to get this hand mic to work again.
That mic definitely, the hand mic definitely sounds better than that supposed power mic.
10-4, I'll be listening there just for a minute. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's awful quiet, but I can hear you.
Alright.
if I can wake Crazy Man up again. He's definitely not around if that didn't wake him up. Or Mr. Rotisserie Chicken Man. I know, Mr. Mudduck. I hadn't heard you skip all day. I had the mobile on coming back in this morning. I didn't hear you skip coming in South Carolina. Not today. That mic sounds a lot better than the other one. Put some duct tape on it. There you go. There's the fix off.
Hello, hello. Got it going again?
Yeah, it sounds a lot better, a lot louder, a lot better audio.
Okay, long as I don't know how long it'll last. I got some paper jammed down on top of the switch to try to hold it down.
I got a couple of those microphones over here, but it won't help you right now.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, I'll have one that'll work on it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, I can fix it. It just needs some super glue on that piece of plastic. That's a bad design.
I've got one over here that needs a new mic element in it. You know, it was, I think somebody hooked his radio backwards. I got it for next to nothing. It was a little Craco KCB. I think it's a 4010. It looks perfect, but the magnet inside the microphone, it just, I guess, lost all its magnetism. It's just dead, but everything else works good.
Is that a roundish kind of mic? I mean, not round. It's like a regular mic that, but it's kind of curved on the front. Let me see. I've got a Craco mic right here. I was using, it's got a grill on it, bowed in the front.
Yeah, and it's got the little horizontal grill across the front.
Yeah, if you look at the picture, you can see it. I'm holding it up right now in front of the camera.
All right, I got a little delay, so I'm waiting on your video to catch up to what I'm hearing live. Yeah, at least it's like that.
All right.
1997 didn't stick around very long.
Yeah, the paper didn't last.
Oh, well.
As long as you don't mash the button on it, it's all right. They're complaining on TV that there's people on there, you know, for this deal for Biden there, that they're just have their masks pulled down, you know, and they're out enjoying the fresh air.
You watch this, they'll shut up about the COVID-19 now that Biden's been declared election. You watch these TV networks, they'll change their tune. Oh, it's time to reopen America, and then they'll shut the hell up about it. It'll still be out there, but they'll shut up. It would be funny if they go back and recount those things with the GOP observers watching them recount, and they come up with a total, and then Trump turns around and wins. That'll be funny. Shoot, if Biden's dementia gets much worse, he's going to sound like Aunt Clara on Bewitched before long.
Can you hear me? Talk to me.
Yeah, I can hear your channel selector messing up.
Yeah, it must be.
Time for some contact cleaner.
I know it. Yeah, I'd take it all apart there.
That's probably a 1977 or 78 radio.
10-4, yeah, it's just been sitting, I guess, for a while. I'm glad it even works at all.
There were a lot of people talking on those Cybernet PLL02A radios back then.
Oh, yeah.
Most of us back then didn't know that, you know, Craco and Pierce Simpson, well, at least that model of Pierce Simpson. A lot of us didn't know that the Craco and, like I said, that model of Pierce Simpson and the Midlands and the J.C. Penney's, a lot of them were the exact same radio on the inside, and we were all arguing over which one was better.
Yeah.
I had the Uniden, my radio was Uniden made. It said Midland, my 23 channel, but it was a Uniden. I think that's right, it was a Uniden made radio.
I just think the Unidens have a little bit better audio than the Cybernet. I don't know.
I think they do, but the Cybernets were still good radios.
Oh, yeah.
And that PLL02A would go all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
We got kind of a skimpy old radio night tonight. Where's everybody at?
I don't know. They must be watching Harris and Biden. She's coming out now.
His dementia's gonna get worse, or he's gonna croak, and then we're gonna wind up with her, and she's a major socialist.
Yeah, they're going wild, man. She's out there in a white pantsuit and a black mask, and the people are just screaming and just going crazy. missing out on this show there, Night Ranger. Where'd you go?
I'm here.
Okay. I gotta keep checking because I don't know if the radio's gone off channel or not. People crying and all. I mean, good God.
The snowflakes, liberal snowflakes.
How about a crazy, crazy man? How about that 92? What happened to you, 92? See if I can get that North Charleston on there.
There's a ground wave coming in. Some troposphere. Sounds like got some tropospheric decking. Somebody's coming in the distance. They're kind of fluttering. Yeah, I was getting a North Charleston, that number 3 roundabout on the phone so he could get in here and help say hello to us there, Roger. Am I still getting out? Hello. Yeah, I was just looking at something on the internet.
And Roger.
Yeah, we don't know where everybody is, Mark. Maybe they're watching Aunt Clara / Joe Biden.
Watching what?
Mark said, whole radio night was quiet on cat. We had a little skip, what, a day or two ago.
Hello, come in.
It's working.
Every once in a while, it'll jump off channel. It's on there now?
Yeah.
All right.
Solid flux index is up to 92. That's the highest I've seen in a while. 92. 35 sunspot number. And 92 solid flux index. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this channel selector needs to be clean there for sure. You're overloading my radio.
Am I? You're down there on the, you're not that high up in the air right now, but I am hitting you with two Z's. My reverse preamp's got the two big glass Z's in it. You have to get that contact cleaner and spray it up real good in there. You're not on my channel 21.
I got you now.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to get you some contact cleaner.
10-4. See if Mrs. Green Thumb. Say hello to Mrs. Green Thumb there, Night Ranger.
Hello, Miss Green Thumb. Yeah, I think I'm actually like about 10 or 12 miles away. I don't believe it's quite 20. But not close enough to step on Crazy Man. He's too close.
Why does everybody sound so loaded this evening?
Oh, hey, White Dog. Glad you showed up. Yeah, it's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, it just seems like everybody's in the hole.
Well, they're either bumming out over the election with Trump or they're celebrating for Joe Biden / Aunt Clara.
Yeah, I don't know anybody celebrating for that.
Yeah, I was watching election results come in, and for most states, it was, whoever was leading or the two numbers were going up pretty evenly. But, if you were watching as it goes up, all of a sudden Pennsylvania did a quick flip and Georgia did a quick flip at the same time, and it just didn't look quite natural.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see where it's going to go in the courts.
Yeah, we'll see. I know there's a bunch of lawsuits. There's one in Arizona because supposedly the poll workers were handing out Sharpie pens for people to use, and then when they used it, the Sharpie bled through the ballot, and the machine wouldn't read it, so they were throwing away the ballots that were marked with Sharpie pens. So that's one lawsuit. Another is I think it was up in Pennsylvania, they wouldn't let the GOP observers watch them count the votes, so they're gonna have to do a recount probably up there with the with the GOP observers there. And then there's some other law in Pennsylvania that says they can't count any vote that's received after 8 p.m. when the polls close, and they were still counting the votes, so that's against the law. So there's a couple of lawsuits.
Yeah, and there was some other state my wife was trying to explain it to me, but you know, I'm not that good with computers. But she said that every time they would key up a vote for Trump, it would go to Biden.
I was Michigan. There was a software glitch. Yeah, did like one county did like 6,000 votes for Biden that were supposed to go to Trump.
Yeah, so you know, there's a lot of crookedness out there.
Yeah, so it'll all work it out in the courts. We'll see. Biden's already claiming victory. It'll be funny if after it goes to the courts, it turns around and Trump wins after Biden's already declared victory.
Yeah, he's on that other channel. I think he's going to do a speech with his vice president.
On there now.
Yeah, Kamala, Bernie Sanders, Harris.
Yeah, 21 said he's on there now.
How's it going, White Dog?
Hey, not bad, 21. Big 21. How come you in the mud?
This radio here, the mic that I had on it, switch broke inside of it, and this one here is the only other one I got right now that I can key up with.
Nah, you must have just got on the mic, because I heard you real good that time.
Yeah, 10-4. I got to get right on the mic and holler into the mic. And also, too, I'm running on the dirty diaper Night Ranger antenna.
I hear you. Well, I get you good that time.
I'm not running my shockwave antenna.
Yeah, wow, that's, normally you're on that all the time. I am the roundabout, number 3 Chicken Man, QRT, and standing by. Hey, roundabout, get out of there, roundabout, get out. Are you going to lock it down tonight, White Dog? Are you going to lock it down like you did a long time ago? I remember that night. You on there. I'm so mad I want to lock it. Hey, roundabout. Those were the fun nights. I remember that. You're number 3. There for about 4 hours there, and you were mad. I want to lock it down. Woo!
How about it?
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah, can you switch to 11, see if this thing can work on 11?
Nah, hang on. 21.
Yeah, 10-4, can you get me?
Yeah, I got you good.
Okay, for some reason, it might start doing it on this one, but it's been breaking up on 12.
Sure was.
Hello.
Now, who was that out there? Just say sure was. It'd be me. Is that you, damn, I can't, yeah, I think I know who it is. Are you sure? Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. But why wouldn't you just say who you are? You know, that's the big thing, you know, that's my problem. I figure you'll pick up right now, but nevertheless, it'd be 1 out of 12, top of the night to you. Yeah, I figured that was you. Hey, how you been? Doing pretty good. How's going with? I don't know. Hey, you sound just a little bit overmodulated. Okay, I'm a little bit farther away from this mic now. That sound any better? Yeah, that's a little bit better right there. Yeah, it's just you got so much power over there. Come on now, now this little reggae station over here. Is it a lot clearer now? Yeah, it's better now. It's not so mumbled up, you know. Alright, well, I guess I might have been too close on the mic. Yeah, that's what it was. You still out there? Hey, 21, you still here or you on 12?
him keying up, but he doesn't have any audio. No audio, 21.
Good afternoon, Night Ranger.
Hey, 112, what's going on?
Hey, top of the night to you.
Yeah, glad to be here to making in for old radio night tonight.
Hey, Joe, I'll be here for a few minutes. I had to come here to cover some stuff up because we're going to get some rain in the morning, so I think I'll come back in and cover this stuff up before it gets too nasty.
Yeah, what are you talking on tonight?
I'm talking about my little Elkin and a little Silver Eagle with 2517.
Oh, you got an Elkin? Which Elkin is it?
What do you call it? Super 6, some of the 6, a little 6.2.
Yeah, I have an Elkin 6, but not the Super 6. Mine's just got the Elkin. No high-low power.
Okay, I think that's what makes this one the Super 6, the high-low thing. I think that's the only thing different.
Yeah, I'm not using my Elkin right now, but I've got one. I picked one just because somebody offered me one for a pretty good price, and I'd never had one before. And I said, well, I'll pick it up just to play with it a little.
I tell you what, I had this one shipped off to Ring up there in Elkin, and went through it and redone everything, got it back right.
That probably wouldn't hurt if mine was done had that done to it, sent to him, let him go over it.
They'll let you ship up to a 6.2 one, as long as you pack it real good, but anything over that, they want you to bring it in.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't turned mine on in a long time. I ought to get it out and turn it on, make sure it still works.
Yeah, you don't know what them tubes are going to fly in that thing. I got me about 3 extra cents, but I guess every once in a while I play with this one. They keep it going, but so far I've been having pretty good success. I've even out in DS land with this thing. Hey, 1 Adam 12. Who works on your tube radios? I don't even have a tube radio. Also, you have tube amplifiers? Yeah, tube amplifier. Yeah, so who does your work? Well, I sent this one off this Elkin. I sent it off to, Ray Elkin them. Ray up there that does the Elkin amps. I sent it up to them about 4 months ago, and they redid it for me. Yeah, I got this DAX 9 over here, man. I really want that thing fixed. I paid $350. I can't even use the damn thing. Uh-oh. Well, there got to be somebody around here I don't know around here, but there's got to be somebody that works on the doggone things. Most of the time, it's that tube really go a little weak in them things. Yeah, somebody said it's probably just the receive relay is sticking. What is it doing? I have no receive. Oh, okay. Yeah, you might be right. But I'll tell you what, I don't know that much about tube radios, and I'm not going to go into it. I don't blame you. Don't go on and mess it up and worse than it is. But I'll do a little bit of research. If I find somebody, I'll definitely let you know. Simple. Yeah, man, we really need a radio man around here. Hey, you're right to say so. Hey, right now, how does it sound? Is the muffler's kind of going out of it? Alright, get away from that mic, man. You're up too close. Okay, is the muffling, is the audio starting to sound a little cleaner right about there? Yeah, go a little bit further. Well, I go any further, my arms won't touch it. Yeah, but that's what it is, man. It's like when you get right up on that mic, man, you really overmodulate it. Okay, I turned the mic gain down as a head. Did that help any? Yeah, that helped. Alright, then, well. That night ranger, how it sound back your way? He must have gone back up to 12. Hang on, I'll go to 12, see if they went back. There, Joe. How about it there, I am 12? How about it, Adam 12?
Okay, there's only one person on 12.
How about it there, White Dog?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, okay, it's trying to work on 12.
No, you want to go back to 12?
What are we on now?
We're on 11.
Oh, okay, that says 12 over here, so I'm going to leave it here.
I'll tell you, man, you sound real good now.
Yeah, I worked on the mic. I went inside of it and put some paper behind the switch, and I had some styrofoam back there, but I guess it mashed the styrofoam back. But it may go out any time there, right?
Not here. All right, let me go back to 12 and get roundabout.
All right, well, I'm going to stay on this one. I'm not touching the channel selector. That needs to be clean, and that's what's kicking my butt.
All right, I'll be right back. Hey, you sound good now.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you sounding good too there, Adam 12.
Thank you, well, appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was already trying to come up with a few things before the rain come tomorrow. Yeah, I forgot about this afternoon, but I was saying, well, let me check in here and see if anybody on the radio.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my shockwave antenna, the coax or something. I thought it was a relay and something that I had, and everything I had the same problem. It would, be up for a minute, and then all of a sudden it was like the relay was getting dirty, and the receive would go down. And so what I'm talking on now is IMAX 2000, about 35 feet up off the ground there.
Right here, well, yeah, I'm talking about my Max 2000 too, but mine's about 100 feet up in the air.
Yeah, 10-4.
I got to change the coax wire. I think the coax is bad. I think I damaged because I can't get my nest around it to go down the way I want it. No matter how I adjust it, so I think the coax is bad. I'm gonna order some new coax and change it up. Well, I tell you, 21 for 35 feet up in the air, man. You sounded good.
Yeah, 10-4. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hated to do that, but I said, I kept checking everything, every radio that I had, every reverse preamp that I had, or anything that I would try to run. It would sound real good, and all of a sudden it would drop off. So I have to key the mic, and it would come back, and then it would do it again, So there's got to be something like a loose connection or something somewhere. I see this is doing it now.
Wow, I'm surprised my antenna's still running. That thing's been up there quite a few years, and I haven't checked nothing. Same coax, same everything.
Yeah, see, mine got hit by that tree, knocked the tower over, and the antenna went into the trees and broke one of the ground radials off of it, and I pulled it back up, with a winch. But, the SWR was okay on it, but I don't know what could have happened. It could have got hit by lightning.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Well, I guess that's the thing we have to run with. From year to year, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, when I take it down this time, I may put that one back up, or I might get me a 05 and put up there after I got the shockwave. I don't like that trombone adjustment on the gamma match. I don't particularly like that, but it's just another place that's a bad place for birds to land on, and they can get on there and weight it down and mess it up, so that's the only thing about that. But anyway, we'll see.
Well, like I said, man, whatever you did, right now you sounded real good. I got no problem with your modulation. It's excellent.
10-4, yeah, that's a stock hand mic. Actually, it's a Superstar mic, regular stock hand mic. And I was trying to, it broke on me about the second time I used it tonight. The switch broke out the back. It's got a little plastic partition back there that keeps the switch from sliding backwards. And it broke backwards, so I jammed a piece of styrofoam in it, and it didn't do good. It lasted a couple times, and then it jumped out. So I've jammed some paper down in there now, and I got some jammed down on top of it where it can't switch around. So maybe it'll last me the rest of the night.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to, right?
10-4, 10-4. Well, it's just old stuff, man. It's, it's old radio, old stuff, So this is a Pierce Simpson Tiger 40A. It's one of the kind of radios that I guess they had some 23-channel radios laying around, and they used like a 23-channel dial. And instead of it having like channel 12, it's got a dot, and it goes 11, dot, 13, dot, 15,
Yeah, I think I have a radio like that.
10-4. Slammer's selling everything he's got over there. You might want to go and pick up all the rest of his stuff over there,
Well, I mean, the only thing is, does it work?
Supposed to.
I mean, I paid him $350 for his deck, and it don't work.
Right. Well, that relay isn't that big a deal. You could take and get that out of there yourself. That isn't that big a deal.
Yeah, I might try, but a little leery about. I'm not real familiar with tube radios.
Well, it isn't that. That part of it is on it's on a circuit board. It's nothing to do with the tubes. That's the tube section is different there. So it's only 2 tubes in that radio, and it's nothing. That isn't anything to stop you from doing that.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah, there's just 2 tubes in there. Anyway, but yeah, the DAC 10 is one of the better ones. It's got a better board in it. The DAC 9 has got like maybe a board like this one. But now I've got like 6 DAC radios. I got all kind of different conversions of them there. So one of them's got like a bigger amplifier tube in it, with a bigger transformer, and then just all kinds of different variations there I bought. And most of them are from the guys that were around this area that passed away or was selling their stuff when it got real old. They were way older than me back then. And but I had gotten one. I don't know where I got my original one from. I don't remember. But that DAC 9, man, that was a talking radio. And it finally got to where it wouldn't key up. You could key it up 1,000 times, and it might key up, But anyway, I've got a couple of them that will work.
So why is what's his name selling all this crap?
Come back to me.
Yeah, I said why is what's his name selling all his radios?
He's in the process of moving.
To be honest with you, I don't even remember what he has.
Yeah, he's got some ham radios and some 2-meter radios and some amplifiers and some bunch of mobile radios and all kind of stuff, mics.
I hear you, man, but I never hear him on the radio anymore.
Yeah, he's on there once in a while. He's been hanging out over there with Budman.
Oh, okay.
But you ought to call him up. You got his number. Call him up and, check out what he's got there and see what you might be able to, see what you might want. He's got all kind of radios, man. I'm talking about a truckload of stuff there, right?
Damn, you should call that Repo Man.
Yep, 10-4.
Yeah, I hear you out there, White Dog and Dirty Topper.
Yeah, I hear you there, Roundabout. How's it going?
Oh, it's not going too good. The election is bad, and South Carolina Gamecocks are losing 21-0. And I tell you what, it's a terrible situation.
Yeah, I hear you. It sounds like you're having a bad night.
Yeah, 1-2. I tell you what, I just need to, I think I want to move out of the country. Probably go down to Chile.
What's going on there, North Charleston?
Well, I turned on the Clemson game, and then that Tammy Harris was on there talking, you know. If she kind of talk like this, you know, so I had to turn the channel and go back to the South Carolina game, you know. It was terrible.
Yeah, 10-4. They got a big bunch of stuff going on. You know, they got fireworks and everything, man, out there. You know, and I know you wish you was there.
Oh yeah, I'd be out there with, you know, puking my guts.
He don't have on a mask.
Well, they, you know, now that our president has lost, now you probably won't have to wear a mask no more. It won't be no big deal.
Okay.
That's right. They'll shut the hell up about the coronavirus. They'll change their tune. Oh, you know, we're seeing some good numbers now. We flattened the curve. Time to reopen America. You watch.
Oh yeah.
They got a big 46 up in the sky. Somehow or another. I don't know how they did it.
Yeah, okay, I gotta change my channel. It's 28-0 now. South Carolina's losing 28-0 now. So let me go change the channel. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go watch your president.
He's not my president. That's what they always used to say on Facebook. And say, yeah, President Trump's doing a good job. Then they come back, they write back, he's not my president.
Clemson's losing too. Of course, what is it? Their main quarterback's out with COVID-19, isn't he?
Hey, run the vote. Hey, run the vote. I agree with that. I didn't vote for the guy.
I mean, the FBI's got to be, you know, they had all those Hunter Biden emails. That pretty much cooks his goose right there. The guy needs to be charged and go to jail.
Yeah, he should go to jail and let him take the vice president with him.
They claim the FBI's had that laptop for a damn year. Why in the hell didn't the FBI do something about it? All you had to do was contact the people on the email and get them to say, yeah, I sent that email, and then you got Hunter and Joe.
It's all crooked.
It's all planned, man. There's some more stuff that's going to happen there. I can't say. I heard stuff, but I'm only just hearing theories and you know what you call it, conspiracy stuff. So I don't want to say anything. Still out there?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, went over there today and Slammer and the son and me, we took down his tower.
Oh, damn.
I got it in the yard.
So you're going to put that up in your yard?
Well, it's like one I've got my beams on, except mine has got more sections to it. And, you know, so I don't know. I got it. It's a freestanding tower, you know.
Well, that's cool.
Like you need more towers.
Yeah, I need more towers. I like cowbell. I need more cowbell.
I need a crank-up tower.
I got one. That's what I'm on. That's what this Dirty Night Ranger antenna's on right now, my crank-up tower.
It's only 30 feet, though?
Yeah, I want to get Night Range over here. When I got it erected, let him climb up on the top of it there.
Oh, shoot, you do not want to climb up on a crank-up tower.
Yeah, I know it. That's a guillotine waiting to happen, man.
Yeah, lose your arms and your legs and your fingers and all that stuff.
That thing will go to the basement on you in a quick. You know, only thing holding is that cable.
But it's only a 30-foot tower.
It's a little taller than 30 foot. It's I think it's like 35, 34 foot, something like that. I know it's a little taller than 30 foot. And then I got a 10-foot piece of pipe sticking out the top of that.
You know, how long was or tall was Slammer's tower?
Oh, okay. No, his is 45, 40 something foot, 45 foot.
So he's selling everything. He's not just moving. He's selling. Is he getting out completely?
I don't know exactly what all, you know, I just know he's selling the stuff there, and he's you know, just doing, you know, I'd rather him tell you there. I was watching today on, I've never noticed it before, but you know, when you're wearing the mask, when you have it over your ear, the way they have it, it seems to want to pull up higher. But I was watching this one person today, and they had a good idea. They crossed it and took the top elastic piece and went under their ear, and the bottom, when they went over the top of it, it seemed to stabilize it from moving up and down. The best ones are the ones that go up and tie up behind and on top of your head. Then you have those some people that they take a 2-liter Coca-Cola bottle and cut it open and put that on top of their head.
You know, I don't think they work to begin with, but the ones walking around with the cloth mask, that really doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, if you need an electron microscope to see a virus, then you know a cloth is, when you look at it, it looks like you're looking at a chain link fence, you know, under just a regular, you know, loop, like a jeweler's loop, you know.
That's right. That's how one of the doctors said it. He said, wearing a cloth mask has about as much chance of stopping that virus as standing behind a chain link fence.
In full.
Yeah, I got a chemical mask over here, but I really don't want to wear it in the store. I don't want to scare people.
Yeah, I've got one of those plague doctor masks with the beak, to where, you know, they used to put incense and stuff in the beak and walk around with that. I've got one of them, but it's too scary, you know.
Yeah, and then I got a full face mask with 2 filters on it.
Right. I saw this thing the other day, I know y'all seen it, where it's, all it is just a little, I guess a little fan inside of like a big cigarette case, and it has a hose coming off of it, and then you stick it under your mask, and it filters the air and gives you a positive pressure inside of your face mask, you know.
Yeah, man, I'm just tired of wearing them things. I can't breathe in this. I walk to Walmart and I can't breathe.
The only time I wear a mask is if I have to go in somewhere and they, you know, some store that says you gotta have. That's the only time I wear one. That mask isn't gonna stop a damn virus. I like the mask that I saw. There was one advertised. It was still a cloth mask, but it was advertised on Facebook. It said, "I'm not a sheep. I just need some groceries."
Yeah, I just bought that copper mask, and the only thing is it doesn't fit my face. Man, jingle bell.
Jingle bells, Roger. Sounded like, what's the name there, a Donut Man. Is that not man?
I don't know who it was.
Did you hear him?
I heard him, but I didn't know who it was.
Oh, I didn't know either, I was just guessing. Hello, come in. Yeah, Iron Man, where you at there, Iron Man? Central South Carolina? What part of South Carolina are you in? Oh, you're in south of Columbia. Say the name real slow again. I got to turn up my volume there. I'm down here about 30 miles out of Charleston there. Say it again. I keep thinking you're saying Central. Central. Can you spell it? Oh, Sandy Run. Sandy Run. Okay, I got you. I got you. Iron Man up there in Sandy Run. Are you on a mobile or a base there? Come on. Roger, well, you're doing a good job there coming down here. Well, I appreciate you getting in there for old radio night. Yeah, we just in here every Saturday night about 8 o'clock and get on live on YouTube. So you'll have to check it out. Look up Dirty Diaper 21, old radio night there for today's date, and you'll be on there. Let's see, you'll be on there 2 hours and 14 minutes there, Roger. Roger, Roger. Yeah, 10-4 there, Iron Man. Let me see if the other fellas can get you in there. You got Night Ranger and you got White Dog in there, Roger. Y'all got him?
Negative. Have no copy.
I can hear him a little bit, but not real well.
That's amazing, me with this short antenna, and I can hear him, and I don't know.
He's almost at Columbia.
Yeah, this radio's not that great on AM. It's fantastic on sideband, but this radio's just so on AM.
Well, this little radio here must be a good receive. Must have good receive there, Roger.
The cybernets did have a good receive on them. They weren't the most selective for getting rid of co-channeling, but the sensitivity was pretty good.
10-4. Hey, Iron Man, break. Yeah, what kind of signal you got on me? About a 2-pounder up there? About a 2 pound there, right? 1.5 pounds. Okay, I'll handle that there, Roger. All right, let's see. Does that help me any there, Iron Man? I kind of kicked it up a little tiny bit there, break. 10 Roger on the 2 pound there. All right, well, anyway, I appreciate it. Trying to get out there, right? Hey, Iron Man. How about you, Iron Man? Yeah, Iron Man, what channel do y'all usually hang out up there around that Sandy Run there? Come on. Up on 22, 10-4. Do you ever talk to, let's see, Dr. Payne? You ever talk to Dr. Payne up around Columbia? Yeah, 10-4. Next time you talk to Dr. Payne, tell him 21 said hello there, Roger. Yeah, I used to talk to Lady Sparkles and CK. Talk to CK, and then you got up there around, you got Boney, and Boney up around Florence there, Roger. All righty. Look here, good to hear you out there, man. You made my day talking on this little dirty Night Ranger antenna out here on this a short tower. Give it all to that Night Ranger for getting that part of the antenna. Like I say, I go out there at night, and it's got a halo around the top of it there, Roger. Yeah, Roger, you used to talk to some guys out there years ago that was up near the airport around Columbia, up there around the airport there. I don't know who they were. And seemed like there were some older guys up there. I believe it was, like you say, upon another, like 22 or something there. I can't remember the handles, but all right, the Iron Man, appreciate it. Every Saturday night at 8 o'clock, come on down to 12 and give us a call there. And right now, this radio here, I think it's on 11, or I don't know what it's on, but what it's on is on there, right? Yeah, 10-4. It didn't want to work on 12. I got to clean the channel selector with some of that contact cleaner, but it's doing okay right now. They decided it liked this one here, there, right? 10-4, all right. Well, Mr. Mud Duck, he's down in Australia, and he said Hawaiian Islands are blasting in. It's coming in right now, screaming through 11. Right now, we don't hear them. We're too far away there, Iron Man. But anyway, all right, you keep your mask on. And that Alexander the Great said he wants to get a autographed mask from Joe Biden. It'll say Biden-Harris there, and he's going to wear it inside out, where only he can see the name. All right, I'm back out. All right, Iron Man, get your friends to come down. Get your friends to come on down. We'll be on channel 12. Channel 12 there most of the time. Just tonight there, it wouldn't work on 12. All right, Iron Man, get all your friends and come on down. Hey, this 21. I'm back out.
How about it, Iron Man? How about it, Iron Man? Do you hear the roundabout down here in Charleston? Come on. Yeah, Iron Man, are you in Sandy Run? I'm down here at Park Circle. They call me Roundabout, 10-4. Yeah, 10-4 there, Sandy Run. I guarantee you, we sure do appreciate it, Iron Man. That's the longest trip I've ever made, talking to somebody up there by Columbia. Okay, Iron Man, you sound good. I've got you in here now. And I can hear you a little bit better than before when you first got on here, but the conditions are better. I can hear you. Well, thank you for coming back to me, Iron Man. This roundabout, I'm back out.
Is that you there, Iron Man? That was good there, Roundabout.
Yeah, 42, yeah. This is on the beam here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a long trip. He's almost up to Columbia. He's just a little bit short of I-77.
Crashing just a little bit. Sure enough. I turned it up so maybe you can hear me. But anyway, man, yeah, I'm about to turn it to the left.
Okay, they got me recording me now there, Roger. They recording me now there, Roger.
Yeah, 10-4.
Is that you there, Iron Man?
Yeah, go ahead, Iron Man.
Yeah, somebody's recording us out there. That's good there, Temple. I think they want to send you a Valentine's card there, Iron Man. You need what kind do you want there? You want one with some pretty flowers on it or some kitty cats there? Come on. Roger, you're about 100 miles from me there, Roger. that's why I got such a good copy on you. You're hugging the ground, and I am too there. We're just meeting in the middle there, right?
That's right. I'll tell you what, I got a line right down to the Sequoia, the Caribbean, 4,370.
Yeah, 10-4 at Antigua, yeah. They come in pretty good on channel 11 and also 26. You know, you got 1, 2, 3 down there, and you got a 1201, my friend 1201 down there too there, Roger. Yeah, what kind of radio do you have? What kind of setup do you have in the mic and all that? Come on. A Galaxy 98 HP. Roger, got anything else hooked to it? Wow, that's great. What kind of mic you using? Ranger mic, Tempo. Is that one? That's that 194, 198, or whatever. That's got like a noise canceling with a round looking grill. Oh, okay.
Oh, fucking hurry up. What the hell's wrong with you?
No, I still got you. I was talking to Ben over here on the internet there. I was talking to him on the computer there, right? Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I got everybody checking in on the internet there, on the chat room there, and you can do that too if you get on there. And just go to the channel and get on there and comment, you know, and say hello to everybody on there. Got Mr. Mud Duck, he's from Australia, and got from Boston and New York and all over the place there, right? What do you say? You gotta look up Dirty Diaper 21 on YouTube, Dirty Diaper 21, and then you'll look for Old Radio Night. You know, it'll be live. If you go to that Dirty Diaper 21, and you'll see it, Old Radio Night. They're live right now, right?
One I was hoping you'd see that Dirty Diaper. Another thing got me thinking by now. Call me the Bug Band 283 coming out of West Ashley, to be specific.
Yeah, 10-4. Who was that coming in there when Ben was, Iron Man was talking there? Who was that? Come on. That other breaker, come on. Hello, come in, come on.
I think you said he was in West Ashley.
Yeah, who's that West Ashley? Come on.
Yeah, 34, they called me the Bug Man 283. We're sitting back, we're trying to sort this thing out.
Yeah, hello, Bud Man. How you been, man?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, man, I've been better. I buried my uncle last Saturday, and my cousin died this morning, so, I'm waiting on to see who's next.
Yeah, 10-4, yeah. I kind of a little bit worn out today. I had to work on the air conditioning unit under the house today and didn't really get it going. It worked, but it's not like it's supposed to. Something else is the problem. Then went over there to take that tower down, and then I was backing up in the yard and tripped over that daggum fire pit and busted my behind on that rock there, and I got a sore spot on my tailbone there, Roger.
Yeah,
Well, actually, it's not on the tailbone. It's on the cheekbone there, Roger.
Yeah, 10-4, roger that. I was talking to somebody up there close to Columbia. I couldn't make out what he was saying.
Yeah, that's Iron Man up there near Columbia, Sandy Run there, hey, Bud Man.
Yeah, 10-4, roger that. Well, top of the evening, everybody got in. We can go sit back and read the mail.
Yeah, 10-4. How about Wild Man? If Wild Man doesn't leave and go home?
Yeah, 10-4, man. He's just sitting back.
Roger. All right, dear, let me get on the side and fellas holler at you there. Hey, Bud Man, appreciate you getting in there. I'm back out. Can you hear him there, North Charleston?
Yeah, he's on the back side of the beam. I could, when I flipped it to the damaged ground plane, I could hear him real good.
10-4. Well, I tell you what, these news people, they're just salivating over this, man. They're going wild, you know. It's like a friggin' party, you know, big party for them there, 10-4.
Yeah, are you watching the news or something?
I'm watching the CBS just because I didn't want to change the channel. You got that old Gail King on there, you know, and that old mean-looking woman that's the head honcho anchor. You know, she's a mean-looking thing, looked like a wasp in the face there, Roger.
Yeah, part two, that's old Nora O'Donnell. I saw her back in February down there at the Gilliard Auditorium. You know, she's outside in the glass studio, and I had my uniform on, so I just walked on in the secure area. They said, oh, he must be, you know, he must work here or something. So I walked around for 45 minutes, and nobody ever said nothing to me. And then I met Ed O'Keefe, you know, and got a picture with him and stuff. But yeah, I saw her up in there. Yeah. Oh, they're real happy. Them two women, that old Gail and Nora, they were creaming their drawers over that Biden winning today. Oh, they were saying all kind of stuff, you know. And when they first came on around noon and said, CBS is confirming that Biden will be the president. Oh man, they must have been on there at least over an hour. They're preempting the football games, creaming their drawers about Biden. That was a terrible situation.
Yeah, 10-4. There's somebody trying to come in there with you, so let me stand by, man. Is that you, Iron Man? Yeah, shoot, daggum, roundabout, I keep wanting to call you North Charleston. Yeah, that Iron Man's still in there. Let me stand by, maybe he won't holler at you. You can't hear him there, Night Ranger? Oh, Night Ranger's gone, and so's White Dog.
I'm here. I was just reading something on a webpage. I didn't even realize you were talking to me.
Yeah, 10-4. You hadn't got that Iron Man in there yet?
Well, I can hear him. He's coming and going. Sometimes I can hear him. Sometimes I can't make him out.
10-4.
Yeah, I'm still here, 21.
Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, could you hear that Iron Man there, White Dog?
Negative. My intent is not pulling anybody in.
Yeah, 10-4. Hey, Iron Man, stand by just a minute. I'm going to get that White Dog to call for you and see if you can hear him and let me know there. 10-4, go ahead, White Dog, call for that Iron Man.
Yeah, how about that Iron Man? You got a copy on White Dog 76? White Dog 76.
Did you hear him, Iron Man? You done dropped way down on me now, condition kind of changing there.
Yeah, well, sooner or later I will put that beam up.
10-4.
Well, I don't know about Iron Man, but I got a speaker full of old White Dog out here in Cottageville. the speaker there.
I appreciate it. Save some flowers for yourself. Yeah, we're on channel 11 because of 21's old radio.
Oh man, radio's starting to take after 21. Only works on certain conditions, eh?
Simple.
I think I might have doubled with somebody.
No, they're not, man. I'm gonna wave my hand, not, man. Yeah, this radio here was going in and out. What it was, Night Ranger was overloading my front end with all of his audio on that big, gigantic radio he's got that takes up a lot of big space on his desk there. It makes a big footprint there. It's a very impressive radio, and when he keys up, my lights go dim in my radio, and it was just knocking it off channel. I finally found a sweet spot on this old Tiger 40A. Hey, not, man, 21, I'm back out.
Yeah, 21 got a good read on you, sure enough. I seen it on the YouTube there. Yeah, that's old school radio, sure enough, man. But yeah, glad I found y'all down here. It's been a few weeks since I've been out here. Want to get out there and wave a hand.
10-4, sure good to hear you, man. Well, let me get on the side. So you got that Night Rangers in there, and you got a Roundabout and White Dog. And not, man, I was asking about you earlier, and 55 said you was at Bilo, and you had to run in there and go buy a couple of masks or something. I don't know if they had them at Bilo, but all right, I'm back out.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I was talking with him on the way into old Walterboro there, and did some grocery getting. Yes, sir, Bilo is always interesting, sure enough is, but eating healthy is not cheap. It is not cheap if you want to eat the healthy stuff, you know, the healthier stuff there, that is. But yeah, I spent a little while in there and made it back to the house and got settled and did a couple things there. But yeah, man, just glad I get out here and wave a hand and say hello to y'all fellas.
Yeah, 10-4. I don't know what happened to Crazy Man tonight, but talking about eating healthy there, you should follow some of his stuff that he does. He gets those red hot dogs, you know, and takes the juice out of them and puts them in ice cube trays with popsicle sticks and has them as lollipops there all during the week there, Roger.
Ooh, I bet that's rather interesting. I bet that's rather interesting. But I'm sure he's more on the fried chicken and donut side of things.
10-4. All right, I'm back out.
Yeah, he likes them peanut butter cookies too.
10-4 on the peanut butter cookies, sure enough. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Peanut butter cookies and oatmeal raisin. I do like them oatmeal raisins.
Oh yeah, I like chocolate chip cookies with peanut butter.
Yeah, I ain't never really been much on the chocolate chip cookies. Unless they're fresh out the oven, you know, and they're still hot, soft, and that chocolate's you'll melted. But the crunchy chocolate chip ones, you know, and the ones you buy the soft batch, I don't know, they just don't appeal to me. Now when you make them at the house and they come out the oven, man, I'll eat them till my gut won't take them no more.
Yeah, I hear you, man. You go to BJ's. Go to BJ's over here in Somerville. Man, they got some good chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, I've been out to BJ's. Sure enough. Matter of fact, I got my little deal sitting in front of me. We're gonna look at. But yeah, I might have to give it a try. I don't know. I just ain't much on them, you know. I'm more on that the oatmeal raisin and peanut butter myself.
Oh, I hear you, man. I've done that more than once. But yeah, they have all kinds of good cookies over there.
10-4. Yeah, they got some decent deals on stuff in there, man. Like I say, we go in there at least once or twice a month. And go in there. I can only afford to go maybe once or twice a month, because man, you tend to just want to get what you see, and it don't take long to add up.
Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, the one thing you gotta remember is don't go in that store if you're hungry.
Oh yeah, that's just about with any grocery store. Don't go in there hungry, that's for sure. You come out there with enough groceries for a month. Well, 21, I'll go ahead and just give a little rundown of what I got going on. I'm talking on the Silver Eagle microphone there, going into a RCI 2995 DX-CF base station there. It's probably 2 years old, maybe a little over 2 years old. Tapped into a little toaster on the side there. LK450 helping me out. I forget the name of the antenna. Cerio ground plane there, about 65 feet up in the air, and that's to the bottom of it. But we still below the tree line, so we like an alligator station, all mouth. But yeah, that's old Knot Man coming out of the big town of Cottageville, sure enough.
Sounding good. Yeah, I could hear you on the mobile earlier. Tried hollering for you, but every time I done key 55, had the hammer down there, right?
10-4 on that. Yeah, he loud, but we got a loud station. So if he's keying down, and you on that channel, you definitely gonna hear him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he didn't know I was out there because there was just coaching. You know, he would talk and I didn't know he was getting ready, and he was quick on the trigger.
Oh yeah, 10-4, 10-4. Well man, I appreciate you letting me get out here and jabber my jaws there for a minute. I'm gonna sit back and take a listen. I ain't talking with old roundabout in a minute. And like I say, when I turned it on, all I heard was White Dog come blasting across my speaker there. So I'm gonna sit back and take a listen. Old Knot Man in Cottageville, we hanging.
Bump bump. Hey, White Dog.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, can you entertain that North Charleston and that Night Ranger for a minute while I go run and get me something to drink?
Oh yeah, man. If they get out there and talk.
Yeah, Night Ranger, you have to kind of pamper him a little bit, you know, kind of keep him boosted up, you know, and kind of get him involved in a conversation. That North Charleston, he likes to get on there too and talk about the difference in the capacitance of one unit, you know, one component in the radio circuit and all like that, and I you know, that's beyond me there, come on.
Yeah, Roundabout likes to talk about rotisserie chickens.
Yeah, 10-4, he's found this new one now that you have to ask about it. It's in the back of, up there at Sam's. It's the $15 chicken instead of the $4.99. It's, a lot of people think it's actually a small turkey, and they sell it to you as a chicken, but it's a rotisserie. It's $15. It's like 4 times the size of a regular one, but you got to ask for it, and then they'll come out with it.
I hear
You'll have to tell you about it there. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, how about it, Night Ranger?
Yeah, what's going on, White Dog?
Hey, how come you're not selling any more radios?
Well, I just haven't really even thought about it lately.
Man, I don't know, you sold me that base station and then I never heard anything more from you.
Yeah, well, I was in the cleaning out mood when I sold you the TRC-30A and the Royce, what was it, 619? Somebody posted a Royce 619 that looked as pretty much as good as the one I told you. The box wasn't in as good a shape of mine. They had it on eBay within the past week, and they wanted $200 for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, that realistic you sold me, man, that big gem.
Yeah, well, that was in good shape, and of course that 619, that thing was new. And that box that came in, it said Grandma's radio. You know, that the shipping box they put it in. So Grandma didn't use it or took very good care of that 40 channel.
Yeah, I actually have the radio out of the box, and I got the box up on top of my,
Well, you disappeared.
How about that Night Ranger? You got a copy on old Night Man?
Yeah, not man. I think White Dog just went kaput.
Yeah, his audio just dropped off there rather abruptly there, but I just want to say top of the evening to you there, man. I hear you on this side of the Edisto out here in Cottageville.
Yeah, you sounded good over here around Monk's Corner.
Tenfold, well, like I say, I heard you in there, just want to wave a hand at you.
Yeah, nah, man. Hadn't even heard you talk about your rotisserie chickens. Or is that North Charleston?
Yeah, I'm the one that talks about the chicken.
Okay, sorry, got you mixed up there. I think White Dog must have blown something up.
yeah, I'm on it now.
It's working. Yeah, you just kind of disappeared mid-sentence there, White Dog.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pull the mic apart.
Time for some more contact cleaner. I had to do that with my one of my Turner Plus 3s. I hadn't used it in a while, and I've tried to use it a couple of weeks ago, and I had to take it apart and spray it with contact cleaner to get it to work right.
Yeah, this mic, if I keep it keyed up too long, it does that.
But anyway, yeah, that 619, I remember when I got that thing, I was like, holy smokes, that looked like I went back to 1978 and bought one brand new when I saw that Royce 619.
Oh, it's a good looking radio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got, what, 2 other 40 channel bases? I think that's right. I'm down to what is the other one? T-Berry. I have a T-Berry T-Dispatch little base, and then I got that realistic TRC 455 that I was talking on a couple of weeks ago. All the rest, I think, are mobiles, except for the Brownie Golden Eagle Mark III. I'll have to pull that out at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a hold of him and find out what he's got.
Yeah, you're going to have to get your Eagle back out, so I can get mine too there. We'll have to get that out and then have that maybe what reverse preamp can you use? The DNA, what you call it, not the 4-tube, the 4-tuber?
The 2-tube, the Hornet. Yeah, usually if I pull out the Golden Eagle Mark III, I usually grab the 10-tube Phantom and hook it up with that. I go big time with that one. Yeah, we'll also have the night when we get our little DNA Hornets out.
Well, what is the other one with the 4 tubes in it? I can't remember.
That's the DNA Raider.
Raider, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the DNA Hornet's the 2-tube. The Hawk is the 1-tube. I've never had a DNA Hawk. A little 25 watt approximately amp. Then the 40 to 45 watt DNA Hornet, then the 100 watt DNA Raider, although I've seen a few that only do 75. All you really had to do was just swap the coil out. The coil they had in it, something wasn't right. Get a better quality coil in there, stick it in there to 100, and then the Maverick, then the Phantom, and then of course later they changed the name, and you had the HDX 50, I think it was, the RDX 75, the MDX 200, and the PDX 400, and then lastly was the last version of the Phantom was the T600. Oh, and you had the Warrior. You don't see too many of the DNA Warriors.
Yeah, that's right.
And the super, super rare DNA Falcon Mobile, which almost is a Maverick for the mobile, that's very rare. But you do see some of the Bandits and the Bandit 2s and occasionally the Scorpion Mobile.
Yeah, there's a guy out in Texas that's got a whole big, gigantic 18-wheeler trailer full of all kinds of amps and radios and everything, and he was on Facebook, but he wouldn't send them. He had to go pick them up.
That Falcon is super rare. I've only seen 2 or 3 on eBay in, 15 years or more? And one of them was a rust bucket, and I didn't want it to look so bad. That's a super rare amp.
Yeah, 10-4. I still got that control for it there. I might part with that. I'm thinking about hooking it up to something, but I don't know. You know, it'd be better just to give it, to let somebody have it that could use it.
Yeah, go on the DNA Collectors Society on Facebook. I think there's one of those guys that's got one of those Falcons.
10-4.
Man, I bet that thing draws some amp. Just even the tubes just idling, heating up all these tubes, draining on the battery.
Yeah. And the heat from that thing, golly. I just don't see how those tubes lasted in an automobile bouncing all over, you know.
Yeah. Imagine trying to get an alternator big enough and a DC to AC power converter big enough, and then putting a Phantom in the back seat.
Yeah, there was a guy saying on YouTube, on Facebook the other day, he used to run a Phantom in his car. I mean, you know. Okay, on your live stream, is a fella there saying that you got to turn up your audio or something. I don't know what's up with that.
Well, if he's referring to me, my voice is probably because I'm using a cardioid microphone on the speaker, and that's got the null in the back. So as far as I can tell, there's plenty of audio as far as listening to the radio, but I think that's a cardioid mic, and I'm back behind it, so it's not picking me up probably very well.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I got this one here set on. It's moved it over facing me and near the radio, and I don't know if it's, I guess it's okay. It's got, different places you can turn it to get, different patterns on it. So I just thought, well, I'll move it over there this time. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, I've listened to it with the microphones built into the camera, and I mean, it definitely picked me up louder, but the receive audio wasn't as clear as this microphone I'm using right now.
I said you heard from JV repeater?
I wanted to give a plug for some popcorn that I'm eating right now. This came from Trader Joe's. It's called Herr's, Herrs, maybe I'm mispronouncing it, fire roasted sweet corn flavored popcorn. Man, it's good. I mean, it is good. It's really sweet, and it has a little bit of a tinge to it, that it has a little hotness to it, but not really, I don't think. I don't know, but it's really, really nice. It's HERR''S, fire roasted sweet corn flavored popcorn from Ollie's.
That's your sponsor tonight, is that right?
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, they'll be sponsoring Ollie's tonight. This is the popcorn here. It shows a product enlarged to show texture on the front of it, and it shows a serving suggestion. Has some popcorn, and then a corn on the cob there with butter on it, and it's 150 calories, but it's gluten-free. So I don't know what else. This cost, regular advertised price was $4.99. his price is $379, and it's let's see here, it's 11 ounces.
Man, you don't need to know that 21 car.
Oh, done jumped off channel again.
No, that's White Dog cutting in and out.
I hear somebody else way out there too. What'd you say about what'd you say there, White Dog? Uh-oh, it's dying. You're dying on me. Uh-oh. It cut way off, went way down. I thought it was me. I started turning the knob.
No, it's him.
Hey, channel break.
Come on in.
All right, 21, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Firecracker? I was asking about you earlier there. Come on.
Yeah, how you doing? You doing all right? We're doing pretty good this side.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, doing good, man. Just kind of resting up a little bit today after doing all kind of stuff there, and got my wife's mother from up in upstate New York here visiting a little bit, and my wife's happy about that, and I'm happy she's happy, and everybody's happy there, right?
Well, that's where I grew up in the middle of New York State,
Yeah, they're up around Syracuse there, Roger.
Yeah. Well, I grew up 30 miles from them then. I grew up in Oneida, New York. Oneida, New York. Timbo, it's right near Syracuse, about 30-minute drive away, 40-minute drive from Oneida.
Yeah, 10-4 on that there. Yeah, I've been up there a bunch of times, but I tell you, I like it up there in the summertime, up in the mountains part of, way up at the top up there. I drove from one end of New York to the other and camped out there one year for about 2 weeks, and, drove a little bit, looked around, and went all the way through there. And I tell you what, beautiful up in those mountains up there, but I wouldn't want to be up there in the wintertime. But they have trees up there that they don't have down here. Beautiful fir trees and different kind of pine trees, and blue spruce trees and all that there, right? What happened to me? Did I quit talking?
I'm going to take a standby. There's a couple out there, man. And we'll get back to you here in a little bit. I'll take a standby. And you guys have a good one. And the old Firecracker 580, we're standing by, sir. You have a good one. I'm glad you're down here safe.
Yeah, 10-4. There's somebody out there. I don't know. All right, have a good one, Firecracker. I'm back out.
Yeah, you didn't hear him? It seemed like when you were on TV, they would talk. So, I thought he was out your way. They were giving me about, 1 pound at that. But anyhow, I'm running an old 2980 RCI, Silver Eagle Plus, running an Outlaw out of the 2980 into a very big East kit, and we're doing about 1,700 watts. 10-4, and my antenna is a Zero ground plane, and she's up 35 foot is all.
Yeah, 10-4. It's sounding good there. It's sounding real good. It's not pinched up or nothing. It's really great there. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure that White Dog, maybe if he gets back in there, and Night Ranger probably can hear you too there, Roger.
10-4. Yeah, I heard White Dog, and I heard a couple other ones out there. I just wanted to wave a hand to y'all, and hope y'all are doing good. Hope you're having a great weekend. And the old me Firecracker 580 will be clear after your 1027 there. 10-4.
Yeah, all right there, Firecracker, I'm eating some popcorn. Have a good one. Back out.
Yeah, what is the 1020 of the Firecracker?
Firecracker, that Roundabout's calling for you, Roger.
Yeah, I heard him in there earlier, and then I think it was his audio that dropped there a little bit. I think that's who y'all were talking about. But I heard him in there earlier talking with y'all. And it kind of like faded out. It's got to be the airwaves tonight. Because I'm quite a ways away from Roundabout. But Roundabout, if you can hear me, man, I hope you're doing okay. And I'll take a standby here. I know I got a little static coming in, so that could be what's going on tonight. But anyway, Roundabout, you have a good one, 21. What is it, Dog out there? Who else? There's a couple other ones out there. You guys have a good one. I'll be out here standing by. And if I could hear you, I'd get back to you Roundabout. I just got a little static, and it seemed like the airwaves dropped off a little to you guys way out there. All right. I'm in the city of Waldoboro. We'll be standing by. Yeah, 10-4 Firecracker, I'm pointed away from you, so if you're in Waldoboro, but I do hear you out there. Okay, Firecracker, I'm Roundabout, and I'm back out. 21, tell him I can hear him.
Yeah, Firecracker, he can hear you. He's pointed away from you on his beams there, but he can hear you. All right, Firecracker, I got a mouthful of popcorn. I'm gone.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, Roundabout. You have a good night, Bob. The old Firecracker, we're standing by. Now, man, could you hear Roundabout? Yeah, 10-4, I can hear Firecracker just fine. He might not be able to hear me, but I can hear Firecracker just fine. Okay, I'm back out. Firecracker, can you hear me on the broken ground plane?
Firecracker might have went down to channel 10 there, Roundabout.
Yeah, 10-4. But I can talk to Columbia.
I know it. That was amazing.
Yeah, boy, dude, that guy's right, just a little bit south of 77 going to Charlotte. That Iron Man. Well, I'm glad you got that on the video there on the tape recording, so that way if anybody says, yeah, right, Roundabout, I'll say, hey, we'll go and watch the YouTube.
10-4, that's a good thing about that. I didn't believe him at first, that he was up that far, you know, but it was just conditioned just right there. It started fading out later.
Yeah, 10-4, he was moving my needle, and I could hear him in there. The modulation wasn't real high, but the needle was moving pretty significantly. And then later on, his modulation came up, so I could hear him better. And so I'm glad I could make the trip up there.
Yeah, 10-4. Did you say hello to 516 on the YouTube?
Oh, let me, I was looking at something else here. Let me click it back off and get back to your show.
Yeah, 10-4. It's easier to say 516 than Demetrius 83 there, Roger.
Yeah, Epimetheus 83, yeah, he's Epimetheus. What town is he in? Is he over there in New Zealand?
He said where he was at a while ago. I can't remember. I don't know, maybe he'll come back in there again. I remember he said something, but I don't remember where it was right now. Uh-oh, sorry. Wait a minute. He's in Colorado. That's right, he's in Colorado.
He's in Colorado. What part of Colorado? I've been to Colorado about 4 or 5 times. Is he in Avon or Minturn? Or, let me see, what's another town out there? Oh, golly, maybe he's in, I forgot the name of that town, too.
He just put on there Colorado Springs. Yeah, one of my sons lives out there in Colorado. But he's in Colorado Springs at 516.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit north of Denver.
You just said south of Denver.
South of Denver, oh, okay. I knew it was near the Denver area, kind of close. Yeah, 10-4, 516. I've been out to Vail a couple times to go snow skiing over there at Avon, up on I-70. I drove up there back in 2018. I got a rental car at the airport and drove on up I-70 up into the mountains. That was a lot of fun, and the snow started coming down about halfway into the trip, and I went through that Eisenhower tunnel. It was great. I love going there. But now they took off the Good Morning Vail show on TV8. They closed down TV8. The Vail Corporation did. So now I don't know what's going on out there anymore, hardly. And that's the reason I used to go out there, because I knew all the business people in the Vail area. And Avon, thanks to the Good Morning Vail show, I could just walk in and say, hey, John Smith, I'm roundabout from Charleston, South Carolina. And they'd say, how do you know me? And I say, I see you all the time on TV. So we're sad, really sad, the Good Morning Vail show has been taken off on TV8 out there in Colorado. It's terrible.
Yeah, 10-4. He's talking to you on the internet, so you might want to jump over there and shake his hand there, Roger.
Yeah, see where he put 10-4, beautiful state, waving the hand and reading the mail, CO21 LOL. Yeah. Well, if you go snow skiing 516 sometime, maybe I'll meet you up there. We'll go up to the Coyote Cafe in Beaver Creek. That's one of my favorite places to go. The Coyote Cafe in Beaver Creek. Okay, I'm roundabout and I'm back out.
Yeah, 10-4, 10-4.
Yeah, 10-4, that'll be cool. That's right, 516. Have you ever been up there to Frisco? Frisco is one of them towns up I-70, yeah. And then they got, what's the name of that place? Oh, golly, that woman would get on the TV8 show and she'd say, come on up to my store and stuff. I forgot the name of the place now. It's been so long.
You said Cripple Creek to go gambling.
Yeah, that must be an Indian reservation or something.
Yeah, how about sing a part of that song, Cripple Creek? Remember that song?
Going up Cripple Creek, going in the world, going up Cripple Creek, get my girl.
You send me, something like that. Right, something going up Cripple Creek. You send me something about skip a beat, something like that. I don't know who used to sing that. I don't remember if it's John Denver. No, I don't think it's John Denver. It might have been.
It wasn't John Denver.
Seemed like it was a band,
That's one of those songs that they play on the radio, and I kept asking myself, why are you playing that song?
Was it that Creedence Clearwater Revival?
No.
Yeah, how about at 516? Have you ever been to the outlets at Silverthorne? Have you been to the outlets at Silverthorne?
The band. That's what Alexander the Great is brought up. He said it was the band. He said negative. He hadn't been there.
That's up there at Silverthorne, Colorado. Silverthorne. It's just down the road from Frisco. I'd like to go to Colorado again this coming up winter, but my darn favorite show is off the air now, and so it's just not the same, because I'd go there to the TV studio and they'd say, Roundabout, how you doing, Roundabout? I say, hey, man, it's good to see you again. Hey, yeah, I watch you all the time on TV8. They say, yeah, Roundabout, we sure appreciate you. That's our #1 fan.
Did you hear what he said the name of the band was that played the Cripple Creek?
Yeah, the ATG.
It's the band. That's the name of the band. It's the band that played that song.
Oh, okay, well, the band, yeah, okay, I see it there. Well, does 516 ever go up to Avon and Vail and go snow skiing? Or maybe to Keystone or Copper Mountain?
I don't know. He's going outside right now. Let out some smoke.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's legal out there, you know.
He said he don't have industrial, they don't make industrial skis because he weighs 310 pounds there. Roger?
Yeah, he might get on the ski lift and then kill some people.
Yeah, 10-4. Get on that ski lift and that daggum cable pop and wrap around about 20 people and drag them up and down the hill there, right?
Yeah, but he might break a speed record on the way down.
10-4, just get a cannonball, roll up like a cannonball, you know, and when he got down to the bottom, instead of being 4 foot in diameter, he'll be about 10 foot in diameter there, Roger?
Yeah, when he hits the tree, it'll be the tree that gets the fatality.
Yeah, part two, if he weighs 310, then he can ride in one of the enclosed gondolas they have at Vail. They have the enclosed gondola where they can seat like 8 people in there, and you go in it's like a cab or something, you know, like a gondola car or whatever, and those are real nice. And so he can get in there by himself. He'll be safe. He won't drop off.
Yeah, you know, they got the big long ski ramps. The guys that are usually pretty skinny get in there and they fly down that ramp, and then they lean way forward with the big long skis and go flying through there. They go through there and they'll have like the little marker where, you know, where they're expecting to land, and he'll just keep going and fly past the people in the stands and land on the other side of the stands out in the parking lot somewhere.
Yeah.
This Clemson game is all tied up with Notre Dame. I don't even want to check out that South Carolina game. I'm afraid to look.
10-4.
But that Clemson game is 23-23 on NBC, tied up. So this will be a good ending. We'll see if Clemson can hold on and beat Notre Dame.
I think their star quarterback has been out with COVID-19, and he was like last week.
Yeah, they showed him on the sidelines a while ago with his mask.
You watch now that Biden has been elected, assuming he doesn't get overturned in the courts, but you watch, they'll shut up about COVID-19. They'll completely change their tune, and I'll bet you that when January and February rolls around, they're going to start harping on going to war with Iran and Syria, because Trump, you know, put a stop to that. But you watch, as soon as January, February rolls around, you're going to hear all this war propaganda on NBC and CBS and ABC about why we got to go to war with Iran and Syria, and there's some, you know, humanitarian crisis, and they'll just be hyping war. You watch.
Yeah, part two, and then people from Honduras and Mexico and Guadalupe will be marching up through Mexico, coming up to the fence, pounding their way to get back in again.
Yeah, and all this Hollywood Hollywood stars, you know, that want to let them all in. Of course, they don't go live in the Mexican neighborhoods where they're getting shot up.
No, they sure don't. I tell you, they all said, oh, if he gets elected back in 2016, if he gets elected, I'm moving out. They never did move out.
Yeah, and they don't move in those Hispanic neighborhoods either. They go live in some rich white neighborhood.
They don't like the police because they already got their armed guards inside their fenced-in concubines and their big old mansion areas.
Obama, he was getting ready to get into a war with North Korea, and he had us in a war in Syria, and Trump calmed it down with North Korea and got us out of Syria.
I tell you what, it sure is a shame. I don't know what's going to happen, but at least I got a couple of pistols around here.
Well, they'll harp on Syria again. So they want to get rid of Syria because that guy, the head leader of Syria, he's friendly with the Russians, and the Russians have a military base and a military presence in Syria. And that's the biggest threat to the United States taking over the whole Middle East. And they want to get rid of Iran. But they figure before they can get rid of Iran, they got to get the Russians out of Syria. So that's why they want to get rid of Assad over in Syria. They'll give you some bullshit probably January, February. Oh, he used chemical gas against his kid, his own people, and they'll show some film strip of little kids, being tended to that were supposedly hurt by the chemical weapons. There'll be some bullshit like that.
Yeah, 4G, you hadn't heard that word Assad in about 2 years, and you hadn't heard a whole lot of trouble in the Mideast for the past 3 years. And then people say, oh, we got to get rid of the man. Oh, man, it's terrible.
Yeah, but you watch, they'll ramp up that war propaganda in January, February, and they'll shut up about COVID-19.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet that guy that is working tonight will have a lot to talk to old Jeffrey about there, Roger. Hey, 516, he came back there, he came back. I'm watching the show with that Chinese guy. He's that martial art guy. And he has that dog collar around his neck, and that guy tells him to fight people. I swear that's that same guy that was on Roger Rabbit, the bald-headed man that controls him. You ever see that movie? Nobody's seen it.
Well, I definitely saw Roger Rabbit, but it's been a while.
Yeah, this guy, he's a martial arts guy, and this guy lets him fight people. He keeps a dog collar on his neck, and he'll take it off to fight people. They do it for sport, and he'll tear him up, man. He's getting there right now. He don't want to fight, but he'll do it, just to protect himself. used to like that guy that called himself the Transporter. He was like, you know, in movies and all as a like a hitman and stuff like that. And then he was in one with, you know, let's see, what's his name, the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and a couple other guys like that, you know. Jason Stainham, that's 516 is telling me that's his name. How about that roundabout?
Yeah, I'm roundabout. I'm roundabout.
Yeah, I was trying to pronounce it. 516 broke it down for me. Statham. Okay, Statham. That's the guy, Statham. Yeah, weren't you going to ask that Night Ranger about a particular capacitor and what the temperature rating would be in, is it Celsius there, Night Ranger?
Well, no, I never pay attention to that. I just look at the voltage and the microfarad rating.
10-4. You got that there, roundabout?
Yeah, that sounds great.
10-4. I always see 85 degrees C. I got to order some more 100 MFD at 450s. That one guy, David Lee, he's always on Facebook groups, you know. He says that he only used Sprague Adams. I didn't even know they made them anymore.
Well, most of the ones I get, I get the Enums or the Nichicons.
Yeah, 10-4. They got some good deals on them at Antique Electronic Supply Company. You know, they're pretty good price on them there. You know.
Yeah, I got that German brand. I'd never heard of that brand before, but I researched it and it was, it was fairly well thought of. I forgot the name of it. That's what I used in the Phantom.
You got them from where?
From TuesandMore.com, Antique Electronic Supply.
Oh, okay.
It was a German brand. I'd never heard of it, but I looked it up and they all had really good things to say. They said they were top notch.
All right.
They were black and gold. I forgot what the name was, but that's what's in my around the NA Phantom.
10-4. Does this click when I key up or don't?
Just kind of a pop on my radio.
It's popping? Okay, good.
I remember back when I was a kid, 12 and 13, I first started listening to CB, I don't even hear it now, but I remember, listening to the different sounds of the microphone, the way the D104 had the clunk versus the kind of lighter pitch click of the Turner, like +2 and +3.
Yeah, 10-4. I want you to draw me out a simple schematic for a contactor. So when I key up, I'll have it in a metal box. Pride, what's his name, Bill Curd is making them and selling them, but you have to use a foot pedal with it, and it'll make a clack, when you key up. But I want to do it with like a box with a mic plug going in one side, one out the other, so that it'll key the 12-volt relay to pull in the contactor. But I don't know what all I need to do to it in the box to get it to do that.
Just get you a big ruler and right as you key the mic, take the other hand, slam the ruler down on the desk.
Yeah, that'll work.
But those Elkins, they have a good pop to them, the Elkins, you just turn the mic up a little bit and put it on the wind desk, and Elkins got a pretty loud pop when that relay keys.
Yeah, that the Prime Minister, he's got on some of his videos, he's had one that goes bump, 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 and I just got down. No, it just goes click, click, clack, clack, clack,
solar flux number being that high and the sunspot number being that high, we should have some skip tomorrow. Maybe around 11:30 noon to 1. Maybe we'll hear a little California coming in, a little Arizona. Alright guys, I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night.
Roger, yeah, it won't be long now because I got to get in for old radio night there pretty soon myself. I was going to try to hang in there till right at just about another 15 minutes there and then let it go. I sure appreciate you getting in there and getting your bonus footage. I might have snuck in a little more than you did there. I kind of preempted you. I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd be over recording me. So this time I may have got maybe 15 minutes ahead of you. So have a good one.
Alright, enjoy it everybody. We'll talk to you later. Night Ranger signing off.
We'll see you later there. Night Ranger Roundabout said that.
Okay, Roundabout, enjoyed it. White Dog and everybody else in there, Bud Man, anybody else still left. Night Ranger going 10-7.
10-4. Hey, Roundabout.
Yeah.
That Dennis is in there. Do you want to sing him the unofficial old tube radio network song?
Old Tube Radio Network, Old Tube Radio Network. Every Saturday night I'm checking in, yeah, on the Old Tube Radio Network, yeah.
That was great. That was great. I know he might be a little afraid of a copyright infringement. Do you give him complete usage of that without any problem?
Yeah, that's a 10-4. He can have all the copyrights to that.
Roger. Yeah, last week on Old Tube Radio Network, you couldn't do any commenting on the net.net side. You could sign in. Well, it would show that you were there, but you couldn't refresh the comments. I had that happen one time before. It would take a little bit longer to refresh the comments, and then you could do your commenting, but it wouldn't automatically do it there on mine a couple of times. This last week, it didn't do it at all for me. But you, of course, could do it at the Old Tube Radio Network on YouTube and get on there and check in and, of course, comment in the chat room there, Roger.
Yeah, I want to get in there on that YouTube chat room and get in there.
Yeah, 10-4. Dennis said that old Frank, Frank, you remember in the Rat Pack, I think you were one of the rats. But, no, he said ain't got nothing on you. And in High Fidelity AM, but he thinks the comment section is still broken on the .net. So if you get in there tonight, I know Dennis will be expecting your comment in about another maybe a little more than 30 minutes there. And check in on the Old Tube Radio Network on YouTube there, Roger?
Yeah, 4-2. I'll get in there and try to make a contact with DT out there in Fresno.
10-4, 10-4. video should allow comments on the YouTube there, Roger.
Come back on that 21.
I said, Dennis said that the video should allow comments. That's what I was saying last week. On the YouTube video, you could make comments, in the chat area. But if you tried to do it in the .NET part, it wouldn't do anything. But you could see that you were on there. It would show your IP address and your location, so sort of close to your location, which they got mine wrong. But anyway.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, I'll try to get on there, and I'll just tell him that I'm your friend, and that way he'll know who I am. Because when I get on there on the Facebook page, I'll put, I know JT, I'm a friend of JT.
Well, just put on there, your Unit 25 out of South Carolina. That's good, and he knows who you are there, roundabout. You go by. Sometimes you go by your name on the .NET side. Sometimes you go by North Charleston, and then, but on the YouTube there, I think you're North Charleston on YouTube there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger D.
Yeah, 10-4. He keeps up with all of that. He's kind of like Santa Claus on the CB radio. He knows what you did and what you didn't do there, right?
He's like Santa Claus, knowing if I've been naughty or nice.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just want to play by the rules.
Williams is in there. He's saying hello.
Yeah, okay, I see him here. I click back onto your page here. He has to crawl under the rack. Here, be back. Looking and sounded good, 21. Over.
Yeah, 10-4. He just got back. He's just under the rack there. He's a poet, didn't know it there. He's a long fellow there, Roger.
He has to crawl under the rack. Well, it's only 7:29 out there. He ought to be wide awake.
Well, he's been having trouble with the foot pedal, and his foot. He might have COVID toe. They said that COVID toe lasts 150 days. If you don't do anything at all, or if you go to the doctor, it still lasts 150 days there, Roger.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, how many pounds am I putting on you tonight there, 21? How many pounds am I putting on you tonight?
I got 2.5 pounds on you, because the reason why is I'm using the Dirty Night Ranger antenna on the crank-up tower, and it's only like about 35 feet it's about 40-something feet to the bottom of the IMAX 2000. My shockwave is something going on with the coax or something, I don't know. It acts like a relay is dirty. It'll receive good, and then all of a sudden it'll drop down. Then I can key the radio, and it'll go back up again. I don't know what it is, but I had to get rid of it. I couldn't take it. I done went through all of my reverse preamps, my radios, and cleaned the relays on them, and it wasn't even that.
Yeah, Devil, on the vertical, I got you in the strawberry patch.
Wow, great day.
It dropped down a little bit on the flat side. Last week it was reversed. You were a little bit higher on my flat side, but this week it's working like it should. You're a little bit higher on the vertical.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, like I say, I'm on a totally different antenna. I'm not 130 feet in the air. I'm only, what it said there on that other one, and it's a different antenna altogether. Now, the beams, I could probably put it on you with them, but I'd have to get up and take coaxes loose and turn the beams completely all the way around, and I've got them set out towards the skip direction right now, and it's another deal for that. I'm not set up to do it. I got the controller over here, but, it's too late to mess with that.
Yeah, 4-2. This year has been really crappy, and all all sorts of waves, and even with the skip land, we've had very little skip land out here in this crappy year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, maybe next week there, 516, I'll get Night Ranger to break out his Mark IIIs, and we'll get a Mark III night there. He'll get his Mark III and the Phantom. He'll get his Phantom out, and we have a Mark III and a Phantom reverse preamp night there. But what were you saying now about what now? What we?
I forgot already.
Oh no. Yeah, the antenna that I'm on is the Dirty Ranger antenna. Dirty Ranger. It's got parts of the antenna that I had and part of the antenna that Night Ranger had in Rock Hill. And, you know, like I said, when he never used any bad words on the radio, and when I go out at night, probably about half an hour after he signs off, there's a slight halo around the top of the antenna there that just disappears slowly.
This Clemson game is all tied up, 26-26 with Notre Dame.
Wow, 10-4.
Do you have a TV out there in your radio office?
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I was showing that 516 a D104 that I got the bomb drop and the Tweety Bird and the do and all that on there, and then I got another mic that's got them on it too. I don't know. I got all kind of those kind of things there. And the key up, you go, you know. And boy, that used to tear up the neighbors. Good God, man! You put that thing on there and run a Mako 85, a Mako 75 with that M2057, and that thing would key up like whatever your radio would key up. 4 watts, swing to 300 modulation, and tear everybody up on every channel there was, and all the neighbors. I still got, I think, 3 of them, but I'd like to get Night Ranger to get with me and let me. I'm pretty sure I know there's not going to be any problem doing it, but rewire the heater voltage down to 6 volts where I could put 6 LF6s in it instead of the 8950s or the M2057s. The last M2057 I bought, I think, was in like 1991, and it cost me like $95. And when I plugged it in and turned the thing on, I looked at the tube, and it was glowing red. I mean, it looked like lava inside of it, man. And that was the end of that tube. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but that burned it up. And I didn't even do anything.
Well, you better go take a break and get ready for the O2 radio network.
Yeah, 10-4, I better do that because I got to get inside and get straightened out and get everything shut down in here. So I really enjoyed it, man, you hanging in there. But whoever's out there listening in the DX land, local or on the internet, make sure you check out Old Tube Radio Network, OTR, Old Tube Radio Network. It comes on Eastern Standard Time at 11 o'clock. I think out in California it's around 8 o'clock. Dennis Thompson out there has all the radios and shows them that the guys are talking on. They check in, and some of them you probably never even seen before and won't never see again. So I enjoyed y'all being out there tonight. We'll do it again. And this 21 over here in the swamp with the world's longest ground rod. I'm back out.
Yeah, Devil. Yeah, I don't think Crazy Man was out here tonight, Mark. I don't know if Crazy Man was out here, but he'll be out here next week maybe. Okay, there, 5610, Mark, and Dirty Diver. Catch y'all later. I'm going to try to get on that old tube radio network tonight at 11 o'clock. So appreciate the flowers, and I'm glad I got to talk to the Iron Man in Columbia, and I'm back out.
Roger, Roger. Okay, have a good one. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Crazy Man. His phone went out today, and I did talk to the next door neighbor, and she told me that his phone was out. So anyway, we'll catch you next week. That's 21. We'll be back out 10-7.
Yeah, Tim, we'll see you later there, 516. Thank you for listening to the 21 Dirty Diver Show. And take care out there in Colorado. And drink some of that Colorado beer out there. We like that Colorado beer. Okay, I'm back out.